used cars in general, like trying to get those out, that like is so many hours of my life is like checking on the used cars. Has it been checked in? Are the parts here? Are we waiting on parts? Does the tech know the parts are here? So this is my process for preventing that. You have to be personally accountable. Even though it might not be your fault, it's your responsibility. So take responsibility over that. Create a clean process so that everyone knows where to go next with the vehicle, and then follow up on it. I put one person in charge of the task or in charge of that part of the process, and then I hold them accountable. So in the morning, it might look like me going over to my internal service advisor and saying, hey, where are these 3 vehicles? We need to get them out. Hey, where are these 7 cars? They're supposed to be detailed and the photographer's waiting for them. I hold that one person accountable and I go directly to them, and then I encourage them to take ownership of the process. Hey, you own this from start to finish. You can do anything you want inside of these parameters and anything to achieve the goal. So I don't get caught up in minor details like, oh, you have to do this before this. It's got to be clean before it goes here. Whatever process, however you want to make it move for the end result of the cars being retail ready on the front line as fast as possible. So there are hard decisions to make. When you see a bottleneck in the process, you have to evaluate, is it my process? Am I moving things too fast for the process? Or is it the actual person in charge of the process? And unfortunately, there's been times in my career where the person is just the problem. And one vivid time that comes to mind is I had a dispatcher in the shop. He would get the work and he was supposed to dispatch it to the right technicians. He oversaw the techs and had to get the vehicles out. He was not doing that. He would favor one technician, and it was out of laziness and inexperience. He would give them all the cars. Pretty soon I would have 6 cars backed up and 4 other guys complaining that they don't have any work, and I still didn't have any cars out of the shop. So had to have a critical conversation with him and let him know that it needed to be fixed, and we couldn't fix it after that. You know, he just could not get the idea of finding the technician's strengths and providing them different work and different vehicles. He wanted to hand them all to one person, and ultimately that led to us having to let him go. So just to recap, make sure that you have a great process, make sure that you hold yourself accountable and take responsibility for the process. And then I would encourage you to have one department head in charge of each part of the process. Follow up on it frequently. Let them know that you're watching it, monitoring it. Let me know what other things you have in your process that you think are key. Let me know what struggles you're having so we can iron those out and help you get cars out on the lot and to customers' homes quicker.